Selling over the phone is a challenging task, but it's a routine practice because it yields results. Yet, there are laws in place to shield consumers from annoying and spam phone calls. Even if you're making calls for a legitimate business, it's possible that some of your telemarketing practices may not comply with the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, or TCPA. To avoid landing in trouble, it's crucial to understand and adhere to the rules and regulations of the TCPA. This is essential to dodge costly repercussions. So, what is TCPA? TCPA stands for Telephone Consumer Protection Act. Enacted in 1991, it's designed to limit the number of telemarketing phone calls people can receive. The law allows consumers to control their availability for phone calls, requires consent for pre-recorded calls, auto-dialed calls, and text messages for wireless phones. It also mandates companies to maintain a do not call list and adhere to the National Do Not Call Registry. Here's a list that, when adhered to, will protect you and your agents from breaking the TCPA. Do not call residences before 8 a.m. or after 9 p.m. local time. Maintain a D&C list that pertains directly to your business or organization and, as a company, honor it for 5 years. Honor the National D&C Registry. Stop a call if you've been on the line for 15 seconds or 4 rings, whichever comes sooner. Do not use artificial voices or recordings when contacting residences unless you've obtained prior consent. In any instance where the person you're calling has to pay for the call, healthcare facilities such as hospitals, mobile phones, etc., don't use artificial voice, recordings, or auto-dialers. When using a pre-recorded message, make sure the recipients of your calls have an opt-out option that will put them on the D&C at their request. When you make a call, make sure you give your name, the name of your company, and a phone number or address where the consumer can reach your company. Train your employees regarding practices that customers may consider deceptive, unfair, or abusive. Be aware of regulatory updates by checking up on them often, at least once a week. Remember, if you violate any of these rules, you can be sued for up to $500 per violation. The consumer involved could also potentially seek an injunction, or do both. If a mistake is made knowingly, the price goes up to $1,500 per violation. All telemarketers must get consent from consumers before sending pre-recorded or auto-dialed calls or sending text messages. This consent lasts for 4 years. Keeping track of all of the TCPA requirements can be overwhelming, so let us handle everything for you. ROI Call Center Solutions will ensure your telemarketing practices are TCPA compliant. Visit us at roicallcentersolutions.com today.